Hi there. Thanks for tuning in to Make This Happen, where we discuss an idea we've been dying to see come alive. Every week, my friend J.E. and myself, Alex Gonzalez, will bring you a product you never knew you needed. Now we're going to get started with stoves, Jay.
Okay.
Ovens and stoves. They need a revolution, and we're going to make one. We're going to make a high-end stove, and what we're going to do is we're going to come up with features that people have been wanting for years. We're going to come up with a feature, for instance, where there's going to be a drawer that you're going to be able to take out, and it's going to be a grease pan. That way, if for some reason you're making bacon and it goes wrong, you can clean up the grease on the bottom with the pan. And also, that's going to allow you to get in and clean the bottom of your stove better. What we're also going to do is on the top of the stove, we're going to have a feature where you can turn it so it's see-through. So you can see over the top instead of just seeing through this little fucking bunker window. That's like a small rectangle, almost like you're on a ship, but you're at the bottom of the ship.
And also
and you have to look at
real quick.
Very easily. So it's going to turn clear and you're going to be able to see over it, over into it to see how it's doing. Another thing I want is there's going to be a screen attached to this stove, and it's going to have online feature so you can look up a recipe, and then with our own website we're going to post recipe videos that you can follow along.
Okay. First question, in terms of, yes. I like the idea of a clear stove top, but what about the stove top?
I think we're going to have it where it's going to be clear, but in terms of the gas lines and stuff like that, we're going to have to arrange it where the middle of it is going to have maybe just a warming center, but that is clear too, and you can see through it when you're not using it.
Interesting. So that was another point I was going to say.
Maybe have burners in the front and then have the rest be clear.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, so you're even thinking gas and electric, because the way that you're describing it, I'm like, gas can't be possible.
It can, but we're going to have the burners at different locations.
Okay.
Where it's going to be off, and then we're going to have an electric central oven, which is going to do a couple other things.
Okay. So I don't know if
it's going to be a big stove.
I was going to say, like, I don't know if you've ever ran into the issue where you felt like you needed more than the 4 stove tops that they give you in a
and that's where the electric backup ones would come in handy.
Okay. I have a couple ideas on how to make the stove top a little bit more optimized. Let's say what it is, and obviously gas and electric are going to have different designs.
Yes.
But I think the main design I think would work best and fit everything that you want is still kind of the same design a regular stovetop has, where it's a square, right? So there's like one in each corner. The stovetops will have it, but closer to the edges, right? And the middle part is the only see-through part, not the whole thing.
Okay, I like that.
Just the middle. So it's more of like a peek in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so you could kind of just check. And in terms of how to clean it, I have no idea. I guess maybe we could do it both ways, where the top and bottom is removable. So you could remove the see-through top parts of your top of the oven, and you just give it a clean wipe. And maybe we could sell like a solution to make sure it stays clean and clear. Or what we could even do is have it kind of like a triple layer system where there's a cover that is, no, that doesn't work either. Because my idea was have a cover and then a clear part you pull out, but then you have to clean the cover too. I guess what we'll have to do,
I think we could also use that patented oven system that I talked about with the pan and everything, where it cleans everything, and then there's that drain where it gets rid of it. Because there are self-oven cleaning that you can do.
Which is usually like a hot steam, and then you're supposed to wipe it down afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess you just have to make sure you're clean and clear parts so it doesn't become cloudy from grease splattering on top every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But of course, dishwasher safe and everything, so you could just throw it in real quick. And I guess it would have to be made out of some material that you could just, it wipes most things off. And maybe a suggestion from us would be if you know it's a food that has a lot of splatter, like let's say you're making a turkey, uh, maybe we could add like a cover for that for the clear bit, where it's like an attachment that you could just put on that is more heavy duty and hard to
Yeah, let's make it
clean.
a
But
button that slides in. So it's a cut.
oh,
So you press the button and it slides in for that.
okay,
And we can even make it where when you press that button, it angles the roof. So instead of it being a box, it angles it down to the drip trays. So then you just have to clean those removable pieces and put them back on, and then they'll go back
right.
in.
Okay, I get you. That's a cool idea. For the screen, that the probably LED or OLED at this point, screen that is on the stove for the recipes and stuff. I like the idea, but I feel like that's better designated to like your fridge, which already is a thing. Because by the time you pop it into the oven, you're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. It would only be for stovetop foods, so it wouldn't be that great to do.
I
The
feel
only
like
thing I could think of is still to have a screen for different apps, maybe for recipes if you want to shoot them from your phone or YouTube.
yeah. My imagination on what it could be used for instead is, first of all, have a timer that's just right there, touchscreen, digital, easy to use.
Yeah.
And obviously, so like on a oven, there's the oven, the stovetop, and then that stupid backing that has all the dials and clocks
Mhm.
sometimes and whatnot. That's where the screen would be, I could imagine, right?
Yeah, it would be
Um,
nice if it were all just able to be used from there, and then we could have more advanced controls with the clear screen and everything, because it would be touchscreen, so you could go through different menus.
yeah, and I feel like what that screen could be used for is you have the timer app that's right there. You also could change the temperature, bake, broil,
Yeah.
all those settings just right there on that touchscreen. And then the app you're talking about connects to that touchscreen. So, like, let's say you're sitting somewhere, you could turn off your oven from that app. You can change the heat on the fly. You know what I mean? And so,
Mhm.
like, you look at a recipe, it's like, oh, I didn't know this is 425. I don't know how many people get into this situation where it's like, I only put on 375. I didn't know I had to put it 50 degrees higher. So you go and change that real quick from your phone. You don't have to stand up or anything. But yeah, I feel like that's more of what the touchscreen's for. And maybe, yeah,
Okay.
there could be a YouTube app on it. And also it has connection to like Alexa, right? So you could ask her to
Yeah.
play music. And it'll play, I guess it would be speakers on this stove. And we can make it like all LG products. And whenever the timer comes off, it sings to you.
Yeah, we could do that as well.
Yeah.
I like all of that.
We could also have it in the oven where it's, you know how like most recipes, like you have to change it. Every oven's like a little bit different.
Mhm.
This oven maybe has presettings that even if the gas is different, maybe there's some smart way the thing can make sure it's always the same heat no matter what oven in whatever home. And then we'll have like presets where it's like the perfect chicken, the perfect pot roast,
Yeah.
the perfect whole hen or whatever. And then you put in a weight and then it'll just do it. It's the temperature, all of that.
Yeah, so it would have a scale inside the oven, so when you put something on there, it would feel the weight.
Oh man, a scale in the oven. That's
we
crazy.
could even do a small series where if you want, you can buy the oven and our cookware. And if you buy the cookware, then the oven can adjust the temperature based on what you're cooking. So if you say there's chicken in this pot and I don't want it to go above this temperature, the pot will communicate with the oven and won't let the ingredients inside of it exceed that temperature, so you don't burn it.
Yeah, that's cool.
That'd be something insane though, because now your oven's self-adjusting for your mistakes just in case.
And also the pots, I'm assuming then at that point have technology in them.
Yeah.
They're like hue lights. I don't know how hue lights
So
work,
they would be able to sense if they feel something burning and sticking to the bottom of them, and then they would have temperature gauges.
Okay.
So that they would communicate with the oven that way. Well, besides that, I don't see any more features that could be in it except for
a quiet vent.
A quiet vent and a griddle.
Like a fire grill.
Flat top. No, like a flat top.
I see.
So that way you can make your pancakes, your burgers, quesadillas,
just like right
grilled
there.
cheeses. Yeah.
Okay. How about even like a little opening, closing, like a small grill? You know what I mean? Like a miniature grill on one corner of it.
Yeah, just have it where it's just for that side. At this point, we could get it done. And with this would be almost like the KitchenAid mixer of stoves,
right?
You know?
And grills.
And grills. It would have it all.
I like
What price do you think this would be at?
2,000-3,000.
Yeah, 2,000-3,000. It'd be a very nice gift. Well, Samsung, make this happen. Thanks for listening. If you have any suggestions or products you'd like to see talked about, feel free to write in at @poundgames@gmail.com. We have a Patreon. If you'd like to join the @Pound family, come find us at patreon.com/wearenotgamedevs. Patrons receive episodes 2 days early, meaning Make This Happen gets to your ears that much sooner. If you enjoyed our show, take a second to give us a review. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Store, and more. Catch you guys next Sunday with Jay's brilliant idea, which is...
oranges. Or any citrus.
Oranges. Fruit.
Citrus.
Citrus fruit, specifically.
You're just repeating
all right.
everything I'm saying.
I can't wait. Yeah. Because you went from fruit, no, you went from oranges to fruit to citrus fruit.
I said citrus fruit, and then you talked over me, and then I had to specify.
It's specifically citrus fruit.